back to the Lazy Handle Show. I'm your host, Katrina. For today's episode, I'm going to be doing a preview on the European Championships, and then I'm going to be showing you my interview that I did with Silvana Tirinzoni. Today's shout-out goes to Team Higgins from Summerside, PEI. So before I do the preview on the European Championships, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Tour Challenge. So the Tour Challenge was a lot of fun to watch, to keep up, first of all, with the fantasy curling, and I thought the games were awesome, and it was a lot different compared to the Masters. So of course, just with my luck, the two teams that I chose at the Masters to win, Hasselberg and Jacobs, ended up winning the Tour Challenge. Too bad that the Tour Challenge wasn't the Masters, but that's okay. And then on the Tour Challenge Tier 2 side, Team Dropkin and Team Kim won on that side, so they'll get to compete in a Grand Slam in January. So now to the European Championships preview. So for the women, we have Czech Republic. So you have Anna Kubiskova. She showed up at the Worlds a few times. She's a good team. She can beat the top teams, and she almost qualified for the Olympics, which is good. Then we have Denmark. Denmark curling is good, and it's actually starting to get better, so I think they should come out with a few wins for sure. I don't necessarily think they'll win, but they should have definitely a few wins in the bag. Estonia, I don't know a lot about them. I wouldn't choose them to win. I might even choose them to go down to the B division, so I don't know too much about them, but I don't think they're a very good team. And in Germany, Danielle Jenkins is having a good year, so I think she can make the playoffs for sure, and I'm confident she can. Latvia, again, I know this team, but I still think it could either be Estonia or Latvia going to B division, so we'll see what happens. I think the game between Estonia and Latvia is going to be very important to see who goes down. Norway, now the skip, Kristin Skaslian, was actually is really good at mixed doubles. She was at the Olympics. They're the ones that got was it bronze or silver? I forget, actually. I think it was bronze. I don't know. Anyways, obviously they're a good team. Well, they have an awesome skip. And then Russia, Alina Kovaleva, they're good. Not too much to say about them. They should have a few wins. Don't know if they're going to make the playoffs though. Scotland, Eve Muirhead, she's good. I think they're going to make the playoffs. They haven't been doing too good recently on tour, but hopefully the European Championships they can get more points. And then Hasselberg and Tirinzoni. I think that's the game that's going to be the finals. That's my pick. Those two teams have been having good slams. Hasselberg just won a slam, so she's probably going to come out strong, and Tirinzoni just did well. So, but I think it's going to be Hasselberg. So I'm going to give my little star to her. It'd be nice if she could defend her title, because she was the winner last year. And then if you go to the men's side, we have Denmark. Again, they're just like the women. Denmark curling is getting better, so I think they should have the wins in the bag for sure. I don't think they're going to go to B division. England, not probably, but would be my pick to go to B division. Germany, again, they're okay. Don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but hopefully they can get a few wins. Italy has been getting good on the men's side. They've been doing good recently. They've almost beat teams like Gushu and Kui at the Worlds, so they are good, and they went to the Olympics, so they are very good, Italy, for sure. Netherlands, they're okay. They've shown up at the Worlds, haven't done too well. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, but you never know. They're definitely the underdogs. And then Norway, with Olsrud having his new team, Stefan Wallstad, that used to be skip, and now they're together, so that'll be cool. I think they're going to make the playoffs, and hopefully they can come on top. And then Russia, that's not too good. Russia in men's curling isn't very strong. Scotland, you have Patterson. He beat Moet, so he's definitely going to make the playoffs, I think, because to beat a good team like Moet takes a lot of guts. And then you have Adine and Schwaller. Schwaller is actually doing better than De Cruz, which I think is pretty cool because considering De Cruz is a very good team. Schwaller is also a very young team. So who I think is going to win? I think it's going to be Adine, but Patterson is definitely going to come on his tail, you could say. So I'm going to pick Adine, probably only because he's... Ooh. So that's my first fail. That sucks. Okay, so where was I? So I think Adine's going to do it just because he's like the veteran, I guess. But if Patterson comes on top, that'll be cool to see. So yeah, make sure, let's do my interview with Silvana Tirinzoni. Whoop. Welcome back to the Lazy Handle Show. I'm your host, Katrina. I'm here with Silvana Tirinzoni in Cornwall, Ontario for the Shorty Jenkins Classic. So how are you doing today?
I'm very good, actually. So we won all our games in the round robin, and now I look forward to the playoffs tomorrow.
Yes. So how did you get started in the sport of curling?
My dad used to be a curler, so I started at the age of 10, and I loved it since then. So I never thought of stopping or so. I always knew that's going to be my sport for the whole life.
Awesome. How did you and Alina Petz get together?
Well, she called me up and she was looking for a new team, and I actually had two members who were stopped playing, so it was like a matter of 5 minutes when we agreed to form a new team. So it was like an easy decision to make.
Now, talk about curling in Switzerland. Is it popular or?
Not like in Canada. So we have like about 6,000 players only in Switzerland. We have like 60 clubs. That's pretty good for a small country like Switzerland. But no, it's not as popular. So we are never on TV. Nobody knows us back home. So that's why we love to come to Canada, actually.
Awesome. So now I'm going to do rapid fire. So it's a series of questions, and you have to pick one out of the two options.
Okay.
Red rocks or blue rocks?
Red rocks.
8 ends or 10 ends?
8 ends.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Draw for the win or hit for the win?
I'm a hitter. Hit.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
And hamburger or pizza?
Pizza.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. So I hope you enjoyed my interview with Silvana Tirinzoni. One more point that I forgot to mention is that this event's actually in Sweden. So Adine and Hasselberg will have home ice advantage, which is cool. We'll see how many people they get because I know curling isn't too popular in Sweden. So we'll see what kind of attendance they get there. But funny how my two picks were Swedish. That's cool. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Whoop!